All right, so here we go. Next topic is going to be pain points. So once you've started a conversation, the main goal in getting them talking is to discover a pain point. I've said it before, I'll say it again. People buy off emotion and justify with logic. So if they buy off emotion, you would like to find a pain point so that you can agitate that pain point and then provide a solution. You're an advisor, and what you do is offer products that solve problems. What is the agitation point for your client? It could be that they're upset that they've gotten another rate increase and they are tired of their premiums continually going up and they're overpaying for the same exact insurance that you could be getting them set up with at a much lower price. There's a pain point. They're upset that they're paying too much money. Another one could be fear. They're fearful of the upcoming rate increases. They're fearful of runaway costs. They're fearful that they don't know what's going to happen when Plan F is no longer able to be sold to people who are joining the Medicare program. A lot of fear comes from misinformation or not really actually knowing what's going on. And so fear is going to be a huge thing that you need to try to recognize when you're talking to people so that you can agitate that pain point a little bit and then provide the solution. The key here, guys, is that we're trying to provide the solution, but we can't provide a solution to something we don't know is a problem. We can have a preconceived notion of what the problem is and say, oh, well, you probably are overpaying for your Medicare supplement. Well, if that's not a pain point to them, that they're overpaying, that they're paying $30 a month more than they need to, that may not be a pain point. They may be like, well, so what? I can afford it. I like my insurance company. They've been good to me. They've paid out claims when I needed to, and so I trust them. I'll pay an extra 30 bucks. I've had people who say I'll pay an extra 100 bucks a month. I mean, hey, to each his own. All I'm saying is that if you don't identify the pain point, you're going to have a lot harder time getting them to move, especially if you try to actually have some preconceived notion of what the pain point is. Okay? So another thing, it could be fear. It could also just be confusion. Confusion can be a pain point, especially for those who are joining the Medicare program, just being confused about what they need to do, what they need to get, what they should be studying, where they should go, who they should talk to, who can they trust. Those are all just a list of pain points where you can come in, agitate a little bit to let them know, okay, I'm getting you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I hear you clucking. I know what your pain point is. And then solve it, because then you become the hero, because you can show them that you know what you're talking about, you understand the frustration, and you're going to be there to help put them at ease. That's the point of looking for the pain point. That's the point of asking all the questions that I mentioned in the last video. You want to keep asking questions to get them talking and figure out what it is that they are doing. Guys, if you're looking for some kind of script, right? You're looking for some kind of script that's like a winning, closed 90% of the time script. Like, it doesn't exist. It doesn't. What this course is teaching you is that if you are armed with the information, the knowledge, then you, knowing what you know, can navigate a conversation from beginning to end, and the end point being you writing an application. That's why I say go through the course 3 to 4 times, because you need to understand the information, and then you need to understand the sales tactics so that when you put it all together, you get it from beginning, where you're just barely asking questions to try to get to know them, all the way to the end, where you're opening up an e-app and taking an application, okay? There is no script that's going to be cut and dry, that's going to get you the result you need every single time. Doesn't exist. What does exist is a guide, a system, a pathway of how you get from the beginning of the conversation to the taking of the application. That's why I pay attention to the foundation here that I'm giving you. Pay attention to the foundation, because this is what you need so that you can make sure that you can keep a phone call going the way you want it as you progress through the call. So I hope that helps here. That's the pain point video that I wanted to cover. Find the pain point, agitate the pain point, provide the solution, be the hero. Okay? See you in the next video.